says in her book, I believe that vulnerability is the willingness to show up and be seen with no guarantee of outcome, is the only path to more love, belonging, and joy. The downside of vulnerability is you're going to stumble, fall, and get your ass kicked. I believe that vulnerability is taking chances that makes you feel uncomfortable and challenge you to make you feel vulnerable, but typically it comes with great reward.
Love it. And I'm more the life's messy, clean it up, organize it, and put it into a bento box. And so to think that I had found my way, to found a career that takes me, really one of the big sayings in social work is lean into the discomfort of the work. And I'm like, knock discomfort upside the head and move it over and get all A's. That was my mantra. Shame. And shame is really easily understood as the fear of disconnection. Is there something about me that if other people know it or see it, that I won't be worthy of connection? The things I can tell you about it, it's universal. We all have it. The only people who don't experience shame have no capacity for human empathy or connection. No one wants to talk about it, and the less you talk about it, the more you have it. What underpinned this shame, this I'm not good enough, which we all know that feeling. I'm not blank enough. I'm not thin enough, rich enough, beautiful enough, smart enough, promoted enough. The thing that underpinned this was excruciating vulnerability. This idea of, in order for connection to happen, we have to allow ourselves to be seen, really seen.
She's like a Martian.
God, my hips are huge.
Oh, please, I hate my calves.
At least you guys can wear halters. I've got man shoulders.
I used to think there was just fat and skinny. Apparently, there's a lot of things that can be wrong on your body.
My hairline is so weird.
My pores are huge.
I know, but suck. I have really bad breath in the morning.
Ew. It's difficult to know exactly where to start with this or what it is that I'm trying to say even. But I guess it all boils down to the fact that I feel stupid. Honestly, I kind of feel defective. Like I'm not the way that I'm supposed to be, and it feels like everybody else has it spot on and I'm just not, and I feel wrong. I feel like an imposter quite a bit of the time, and sometimes I'm convinced that everybody else thinks that too. So anybody who has any experience of anxiety is probably familiar with a lot.
So, my anxiety and I have what some people might call a friends with benefits relationship. We have no love for each other, but she still just fucks with me sometimes, We moved in together some years ago. We have inside jokes. Like when I say, I'm gonna go talk to that person over there, my anxiety looks at me and is like, bitch, please. My anxiety is the reason I didn't talk to you. She's possessive. She doesn't like me talking to other people. She's irrational. Because of her, I'll take the long way to my building to avoid someone I already passed by twice because I don't know if it's acceptable to say hey a third time. Because of her. I don't correct people at restaurants who get my order wrong. I just eat it. Because maybe sweet potato fries are what I wanted, but the broccoli you gave me is what I needed. Thank you. Because of her. I take the long way to my building to avoid someone who kind of looked like my ex-boyfriend. Because whenever I hand her the aux cord, she makes sure to play back all the times he told me no one else would ever want me. Because of her, I still think no one else will ever want me. I constantly wonder, what happens to a black girl who is too anxious to ever feel like magic? Can she still fly? Can she still be fly with wings that tremble? Can she forget the lifestyle of an ant, that feeling that no matter what she does, she is in danger of being crushed? And my anxiety doesn't like to be made into metaphors, but what I'm trying to say is she is constantly reminding me of how easy I am to crush. As I speak, I am pushing against her weight on my shoulders, and that is why I shake sometimes. I have to fight to stand up straight, stop rocking. She and I picked out this outfit together, something that dries fast. If I am sweating, it is because doing this poem feels like fighting a boxing match that you can't even see, and I am determined to knock her out. I have been fighting her.
Explaining my depression to my mother, a conversation. Mom, my depression is a shapeshifter. One day it is as small as a firefly in the palm of a bear. The next, it's the bear. On those days, I play dead until the bear leaves me alone. I call the bad days the dark days. Mom says try lighting candles. When I see a candle, I see the flesh of a church, the flicker of a flame, sparks of a memory younger than noon. I am standing beside her open casket. It is the moment I learn every person I ever come to know will someday die. Besides, Mom, I'm not afraid of the dark. Perhaps that's part of the problem. Mom says I thought the problem was that you can't get out of bed. I can't. Anxiety holds me a hostage inside of my house, inside of my head. Mom says, where did anxiety come from? Anxiety is the cousin visiting from out of town depression felt obligated to bring to the party. Mom, I am the party. Only I am a party I don't want to be at. Mom says, why don't you try going to actual parties? See your friends. Sure, I make plans, but I don't want to go. I make plans because I know I should want to go. I know sometimes I would have wanted to go. It's just not that much fun having fun when you don't want to have fun, Mom. You see, Mom, each night, insomnia sweeps me up in his arms, dips me in the kitchen in the small glow of the stove light. Insomnia has this romantic way of making the moon feel like perfect company. Mom says, try counting sheep. But my mind can only count reasons to stay awake, so I go for walks. But my stuttering kneecaps clank like silver spoons held in strong arms with loose wrists. They ring in my ears like clumsy church bells, reminding me I am sleepwalking on an ocean of happiness I cannot baptize myself in. Mom says happy is a decision, but my happy is as hollow as a pin-pricked egg. My happy is a high fever that will break. Mom says I am so good at making something out of nothing and then flat out asks me if I am afraid of dying. No, I am afraid of living. Mom, I am lonely. I think I learned how when Dad left, how to turn the anger into lonely, the lonely into busy. So when I tell you I've been super busy lately, I mean I've been falling asleep watching SportsCenter on the couch to avoid confronting the empty side of my bed. But my depression always drags me back to my bed until my bones are the forgotten fossils of a skeleton sunken city. My mouth a boneyard of teeth broken from biting down on themselves. The hollow auditorium of my chest swoons with echoes of a heartbeat, but I am a careless tourist here. I will never truly know everywhere I have been. Mom still doesn't understand. Mom, can't you see that neither can I?
My name's Nicole Carson, and I'm a junior this year. And my major is graphic design with minors in marketing and art history.
Sure.
In my graphic design classes, I worked on a Marilyn Monroe drawing using 3 different colored pencils. And then I'm also working on 2 Olympic posters right now and a poster over Terre Haute. I decided to choose a black and white picture, and I really like Marilyn Monroe, so I chose that picture. In class, we had to choose a landscape photo and scan it, enlarge it by 50%, and then we had 10 minutes to recreate the drawing using marker and color pencil.
You should get a nose job. Then you'd be perfect.
I think I need liposuction.
I just want to be perfect.
Why
That's
are my
what she
cheeks
asked.
so
I
red?
wish my
I
cheeks
really
were
need to
tired.
my hips are both.
I wish I looked like her.
Remain in the rebel ranks. And thousands and thousands of people, 50,000 people have been abducted since. But many are not counted on the statistics. Because they get abducted in the villages, we don't have them on statistics, but you just hear abduction. What is taking place here really is very grave, except the world doesn't know. It's extremely grave.
Kanye is saying that he wants to give peace to the Acholi, but he's killing the Acholi.
As far as we knew up to this point, there's a man named Joseph in the jungle of northern Uganda, and his desire over the past 17 years is to overthrow the government. But with the people growing weary of war, Joseph has resorted to kidnapping children in order to continue his war of madness. Children from 5 to 12 are his prime victims because they're big enough to carry guns, but small enough to sneak into schools to steal more children. Once in the jungle, Joseph immediately desensitizes them through violent indoctrination. Because of this, each night they hide from him and his child soldiers.